We're looking for extraordinarily talented active managers, and that means trying to identify the existence of an edge. Every active manager must be able to justify his or her fee. And for us, active doesn't necessarily mean a high degree of frenetic trading. It means carefully considered and differentiated position taken on the basis of risk versus reward at a bottom-up stock level.
We're looking to find managers with long-term, fundamentally oriented investment processes and ultimately an investment edge that is identifiable and repeatable. We're not focused on any particular investment styles, but the common thread running through all of our managers is a fundamental understanding of the businesses in which they're invested and a strong anchor to valuation.
We focus on managers with an attention to capital preservation, and that means managers who view risk not simply in terms of mark-to-market or relative statistical volatility, but managers who think about risk as the permanent impairment of capital. Risk is low-quality decision-making. They must be able to evidence high-quality decision-making. Our process is essentially geared around trying to understand whether incremental investment decisions are made on the basis of appropriate work, are appropriately informed, rather than necessarily based on storytelling or heuristics. We bring an extraordinary amount of depth to our investment recommendations. That means we have a significant degree of quantitative analysis. We take nothing at face value. We have multiple number of bespoke analytical reports, and these are targeted to try and understand whether a manager's edge exists. They also help us raise questions and probe investment decision making in both a quantitative and qualitative manner.
Our extensive live manager database allows us to identify, review and track the most promising investment managers around the world, many of which are under the radar.
We look for managers who have a defined strategy, who can evidence adherence to that strategy over the long term, who employ it in a concentrated, high conviction manner. We seek to probe investment rationale at a granular level, and that means we engage with managers in terms of case studies on an individual investment. We pre-prepare, we try and understand whether they are assessing the investment on the basis of appropriate knowledge. Our aim in terms of monitoring is to avoid the capitulation at maximum pessimism. So active strategies in general will experience significant volatility from a benchmark. For many of these strategies, volatility is not necessarily risk, it is opportunity.
The reality of active management is that it's not a case of set and forget. Our process involves significant ongoing due diligence and manager assessment. It's important to note our process is very much forward-looking. Past performance can have little, if any, value in determining future outcomes.
We think qualitative, quantitative and behavioural factors drive investment decision-making, and we think a holistic approach has to involve all of these factors in order to come to an appropriate investment conclusion.
We believe, and the evidence shows, that this approach offers excellent prospects for long-term compounding of capital and attractive returns for investors net of fees.